Welcome to MyLITV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. MyLITV starts now.
So Thera Farms has been around for about 10 years now. And there was nothing in the winter as far as providing fresh, organic produce to the local community. So we started doing hydroponics, started experimenting. We have 3 acres, and we started with this house. We moved back, we bought the other house, and then together with my sister, we bought a 3rd house. And it's 3 houses, 3 properties together, make up a little over 3 acres. Well, we're Greek, so Greek families, they live together. It's the way it is. And my dad started this. We used to have 17 goats back in the 80s. But back then, nobody wanted goat milk, nobody wanted goat cheese. We couldn't give the stuff away. So we started going away from the livestock, and we started doing more produce. We've always had chickens. We have, about 35 chickens back there now.
They're warm. Take it easy.
Beginning of the summer, I'll get an egg a day from the chickens. There's 35 chickens back there, so I'll get about 35 a day. In the winter, all the energy goes into making feathers. They want to keep warm. About this time of year, they start laying again. Any chicken that eats a wide diet is gonna have a great egg. My eggs are, the yolk is yellow, it's a very bright yellow, and they have muscle tone. The egg stands up by itself. If you crack a supermarket egg, even an organic pasture-raised supermarket egg, it's watery. The yolk doesn't have an intense color, and the white itself just spreads out. My eggs don't do that. Over there we have kale, we have tomatoes, we have 10 varieties of heirloom tomatoes, there's chickens, we do peppers, eggplants, all different produce. But it's mostly what we like. I want to eat it. If I don't want to eat it, then I'm not going to grow it. So with hydroponics, once it's elevated off the floor so I get more airflow, the plants don't get diseased. The second thing is concentration. I can grow more plants per square foot hydroponically than I can in the dirt. This greenhouse produces about 10,000 heads a year. I would need 3 acres of lettuce for the same amount of volume I could do in this one greenhouse. And they're nutrient dense, and they're yummy. Now we'll give you the tour. There's lots of different hydroponic methods. This is called like the lazy river nutrient film technique. At a low pressure, water constantly circulates around. There's a pump in here that shoots it out, feeds everything, and it returns back to the same spot. So we use 90% less water than conventional farming doing it this way. There's no waste. And if you look, this will tell me the pH, the nutrient density, and the temperature of the water. Hydroponically, you can grow anything you want. For me, the only thing I would grow is lettuce. I don't think the flavor is there in any other vegetable or produce. Anything that produces fruit, I think lacks flavor. This is rock wool. Rock wool is heat and spun sand. And we put the seed in there. They come in sheets, and that's what you plant. You can see the roots hanging off. Very healthy seedlings. There's arugula, baby arugula growing. You can see the root structure is just amazing. These guys are about 2 weeks old. These guys are 3 weeks old, and they're ready to go outside. These guys are 4 weeks old, and they're ready to go. So we write dates on them so we know how fast things are progressing. And they go into these channels. You can see the water is constantly flowing through these little feed tubes and returning on that big 4-inch pipe. And in here is the chamber where all the roots grow. We just put these guys out, and this will be ready in about a month. This guy I'm gonna say is about probably 5 weeks old. This is between 7 and 8. It needs like another week to grow that little bit more. These are lemons. They blossom and bloom twice a year. I'll get one in midsummer, one midwinter. I don't sell oranges, I don't sell my lemons. The good customers, I give them out.
Teddy needs help, so whenever I can come, I like to help him out. But it's just interesting to see how you can do it all year. I mean, nobody else is doing this. I thought you could only farm in the summer, but Teddy's showing me that you can do it all year, so it's pretty cool.
I work for Swanger Pasiri Radiology. I run workshops for the practice where I do nutrition, cooking demos, and I use a lot of the produce that I buy here in my demonstrations. And after the summer is done, you want some place where you can get fresh produce and it's locally grown instead of being shipped in.
More and more people are starting to find out about us, and it's hard to keep up with demand. And when we come to that bridge, it's going to be interesting to see, how we react. Are we going to buy land somewhere else? Are we going to try to buy the neighbor's house and kick him out? It all depends on how we are at the time. For right now, we're holding steady. We're producing as much as people want.